This video is brought to you by Miniature Industries, unique products for your model railroad. These unique kits are available in N scale, HO, S, and O scale. For more information on these kits, visit his website, link will be in the description. And don't forget to use the code 15 at checkout for a 15% discount. Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Vinny Vid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. This video is going to be the final assembly and reveal on my 62 Chevy Impala for the Rock and Roll on Wheels group build hosted by Woody's over at Woody's Scale Speed Shop. Woody's, hold on, Scale Model Garage. Sorry Dave. Anyhow, before we get into that, I had a question, one of my comments on one of my last videos. He's been a long time subscriber of mine, and he's curious to know if I have changed the name of my channel. Technically, no. But I am going to be using Vinny Vid Productions as the mother video creator, and then that will entail GeminiScaleModelWerx. It will entail Vinny Built Structures. It will entail Pit Stop Scale Model Garage, and it will entail Phoenix Subdivision. And each time I do a video on one of those categories, I will do the regular intro like I'm doing now, but I would also mention that this will be a Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video, or this will be a Vinny Built Structure video, or whatever. Excuse me. Anyhow, let's see, I think the question of that, yeah. Building these model cars is really a lot of fun compared to what it was when we were kids, like 12, 13 years old. I'm speaking for myself. And a few of my friends at that time, we would build these model cars, and they used to be able to roll pretty easy. So we used to build them, and we used to roll them and crash them into each other, and that was fun for us. We also used to take firecrackers and put them in there and blow the cars up. You don't do that on today's models. First of all, the kit itself costs anywhere from $35 and up. Second of all, the amount of detail that you can get on these for these model cars is like unreal. I mean, you can make a super duper model just by adding all of these other 3D printed parts. As you can see behind me, I have a bunch of model cars, and I will be doing a couple of those model cars in between my model railroad and other videos that I might be doing. Okay, and another thing I would like to say is that I hope that more of my model railroad subscribers would jump on board and support my channel when I do my model car builds. The last two car builds I have posted didn't do very well, and I was pretty disappointed in that. Anyhow, hope you guys understand all of that, and I'm still going to be me, just with the Vinny Vid Productions. Alright, so with all that being said, let's get down to the bench, and let's see where I am with this 62 Chevy. Talk to you in a little bit. Toodles! Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be part number 3 of the Rock and Roll on Wheels group build. And last video I said that the chassis was complete 100%. Well, that was not 100% true because I didn't have the wheels on it and I didn't finish the underneath. Now I could say that the chassis is 100% complete. Let me switch over to this camera and we'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. And as you can see, I detailed the battery out as best I could. The battery that came in the kit really wasn't that good. It was kind of lumpy and stuff. These are printed battery terminal ends, and you can see I did my coil, XL coil, wired the engine, up a hose, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah bing. The other thing I did not do yet is the fan shroud. It's a separate piece. It's two halves. I don't have it with me, do I? Yeah, I do. This is what the fan shroud looks like. That's one half, and then the other half, oops, is right there. If I did not change colors, this car would be finished in this video. And there's still a possibility that it will be done in this video. And the reason why I'm saying is because when I did the other color, which was the purple, I also did some of the dash components in purple and the console and that. So they back out so you guys can see that. Oops, the other way, Vincent. There you go. These three components down here. It's too bad they give you on the decals, and I think I lost one of them, I'm not sure yet. They give you two of this right here, but they only give you one of these gauges down here. So I'm going to have to do something with that, maybe a little dab of black paint, I don't know yet, but if I can find the other one, at least I'll have the speedometer. As you can see, it was painted in the purple. And then this is another part of the dashboard here with the grab handle, or sissy bar like I like to call them. And then this guy right here, he's the center console. So I did order those, and they should have been here yesterday, but they were not. So I'm assuming that they'll be here on Monday, tomorrow. Okay guys, let's take a look at the bottom side of this chassis. It's all finished. Like I said, all the wheels are on. I like the wheels. Now, in the last video I said I didn't have the wheels on because I wanted to do the decals they gave you for the rotors. Well, the decals didn't work out very well. They, as soon as I took them off the paper, they folded up on themselves and I couldn't undo it, so I just said, you know what, the heck with it. So I just painted them in a steel color. Then we got, on the bottom, maybe I should go to the other camera. Oh, I am in the other camera. Oopsie. How about this guy? Let's see this guy. Sorry about that bang. Anyhow, there's my bottom. I painted the mufflers red just to get a little bit of touch of color underneath there. It looks good to me. Everything lined up. This was a nicely done kit. I can't complain about this kit, other than the mistakes that I made, like for instance with the paint. Okay, boys and girls, let me get on to the interior here. So, if you remember earlier in this video, I told you I was waiting to get these three parts in the mail, and they did come on that Monday. The only thing I'm a little sad about, and I wish I had a stinking pointer. Hold on. The only thing I'm sad about is I should have waited before I used the decals up, because as you can see I got the instrument cluster here for the speedometer and whatever gauges are up there, plus these three gauges here. And I did blacken out the radio knobs and whatever this is right here, and way over here on this side. Fortunately, the decal sheet gives you a second speedometer decal, but they do not give you the three gauges down here. So I just dabbed those gauges in with a little dab of white paint. They are in body color, just as these are were in body color. So we'll take those out of the way. And let's see, I got this over there. Okay. So on to the interior. I think maybe I should back the camera out a little bit. Oops, the other way, Vincent. There you go. Alright. I wish that I was good enough with my painting skills to do the seats in two-tone. Every time I try, I always mess them up. So I just said, okay, I'll just paint them in normal color. The color I did choose for this interior is this AS16, which is a light gray United States Air Force color. Premier, yeah. I did do a little bit of color on the door panels. I did paint the the window cranks and so on. And this is what I did with the instrument cluster. You can see that the other speed arm. Oh yeah, you can see that pretty good. So the instrument parts that are painted in color gives away the color of the car. So let's move this on the side, and I will show you the color of the car right now, and then I'll show you all that needs to get done, because this is going to be the reveal in this video. So I have to keep it covered because the dust in this house is crazy, and I can't believe how much this orange towel changes the color of the lighting. So anyhow, here's my paint job. This is another Tamiya color. I don't have the cap in here with me right now, but it is another metallic green, and this has been compounded, polished, and waxed. So I think that this is another successful paint job. Now, the problem I had, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is not the actual green that I used. This is actually, oops, this is actually a shade darker than the original green. But I tried to paint that stripe in there, and I totally messed it up. So what I did was, instead of stripping the entire body down, I sanded it all down, and I scraped the paint out of here. So in here is kind of scratched up, but you know what? When it's in my showcase, who's going to see that? Anyhow, to finish this model, let's see. And I love the stance on this. This is what I have to do. I already started on the rear body filler, bumper, whatever you want to call that. I also started on the front grille. I darkened it up a little bit in here and then around the headlights. It's got optional front bumpers. This one here is, I guess, a special, a custom one, which I don't know which one I'm going to use. And then there's also this body filler that goes between the bumper and the grille. Put that there. And then we have these rocker panel moldings. This is low under the front hood, wipers, two badges, front trunk deck and hood deck badges, door handles, mirror, outside mirror, bison plates, blah blah, inside mirror. So there's a part on here, I don't know what this part is at. Let's see if I can find that in the instructions. This number 118 right here. You guys can see that. Excuse me. One thing that bugged me is, isn't the center light on here supposed to be the backup light? So it doesn't say anything in the instructions. Do you guys go ahead and paint that white, or what do you do with that? Because right now it's just 3 red lights back there. Anyhow, I guess I'll figure that as I go. I'm going to start putting this stuff together, and I'll bring you back when this car is finished. This will be a reveal, and we'll carry on from there. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. This is my completed 1962 Chevrolet Impala for the group build of Rock and Roll on Wheels. As you can see, it's got a really nice paint job on it, and I used this Tamiya PS17. Really nice colors, metallic green. It's a little bit darker than this was the original one, was the TS20. You can see how much difference is really not that much. But anyhow, stop it there. I did do the lower rocker panel molding. I told you guys that I messed up. Let me see if I can get something to point with. Let's see if we get these guys over here. Sorry guys. Paintbrush for a pointer. Anyhow, right in here is where I messed up. I tried painting it. My paint work was not that good. So I mentioned that I had sanded the car down. All I did was rough the paint up, the paint that was underneath it, to paint this paint on top of it. So basically that's all I did. Okay, then we'll continue on here. These little two guys right up here, these fender ornaments, had a problem with that one. Got a little glue on the paint then. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, it's like, life's too short to worry about a little glue gob. The front grille, I did use some panel liner, paddle paint to darken that up a bit. The headlight lenses are still drying out. I just finished those just a little while ago. Windshield wipers on there. Same thing on this side, except I didn't try to paint anything on this side. Door handle. I didn't mention this, but there was two exhaust systems that came with this, and this is the custom exhaust system where it comes out in front of the rear wheels. Anyhow, let's continue on. I did put two little dots of white paint because I thought that's supposed to be the center lens should have been a backup light. I'm not sure. I don't remember that. And also another thing I don't remember is this supposed to be that much chrome? Again, I just don't remember. But anyhow, this was a fun build. Everything went together perfectly. I had no gripes about the build at all, other than what I messed up. So, with all of that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. VinnyVid Productions out for now. Bye!